if you're paying for leads and using a lead service that you pay for, you have to watch this video. I'm Ron Ramsden. I'm a DYB coach, also painting contractor here in northern Massachusetts. I was having breakfast this morning. One of the other people at the table was a painting contractor from my area. Yes, I'm friends with other painting contractors from my area. And not that the meeting was, it was just kind of just a social event, and we didn't mean to speak much of business of the painting world, but of course that comes up. And he went to tell me that he's, over the last month, spent $1,200 on painting leads through two different painting lead sources. I almost fell over. I just wanted to grab him. And so I'm kind of ask more questions, because it's been a little while since I used one. About 15 years ago, I used a company called Service something, and they're no longer in business, changed their name or something because they had such bad reviews. And he was telling me that even this morning he woke up and he had 3 leads sitting in his email. And I guess you accept them. He actually had to go to the bank and stopped payment on them accessing money for the leads on it. I don't know how that all worked. I'm not getting into that. But anyways, he told me yesterday he went on 5 estimates. And he said one of them he walked into, 3 of them was kitchen cabinet jobs. One of them he walked into and he already knew he didn't want to be there, bad area and such. The other 2 he knew would be way too expensive. So there is no figuring out what you're going to. There's no pre-qualifying these leads that are coming from these lead companies. In fact, imagine this: if you're living in someone else's house, you're looking around saying, boy, this place needs to be painting. I'm going to get him an estimate, because we had a chat about that over coffee. And you go in and you fill out all this information, being the homeowner, and the contractor on the other side sees this come up and says, oh, they want 4 rooms. He or she hits accept. Even if it was a bad lead, that just cost that contractor $70. So it adds up quick. Depending on the size of the job is how much money these leads cost. And then you don't get a refund if it's a bad lead. You request them back and they give you the credits back, he was telling me. And because he's requested credits back for bad leads so many times in the last few months, that he can no longer request credits back for the next up to 7 weeks. Kind of a scam if you ask me. But anyways, I just want to review real quick how we don't pay for leads. We haven't, I just can't fathom it in this day and age of why you would pay for a lead. I know there's a few contractors that I know do, and they turn it on, turn it off, but there's no reason to. And I'm going to show you why. So anyways, don't pay. So social media. Social media is so strong. You have Google, or you have Facebook, you have Twitter, you also have Google reviews. All these things, it will bring you right up to the top and be top of mind when someone's looking for a contractor. Also, one of the other things we do to stay top of mind, and also to be the person out there that people want to work for and they refer us, is we send thank you notes. And we also send nice to meet you notes. Maybe we gave an estimate, we send a thank you note saying, hey, thanks for the opportunity. But we also, if we're at a networking event, and just recently, a little while ago, we're at a MSPCA, which is a animals, where they bring the animals that nobody wants anymore. Maybe it's an adoption. They had a function called Ales and Tails. So they had beer and dogs and cats, and there was kind of an adoption kind of thing. And you meet someone there. I got their information, just started chatting. I got their business card. The next day I sent a nice to meet you. He's got to remember us. Nobody sends a handwritten card anymore. So that's another way. Also, networking. Networking is huge, be it the Rotary, be it BNI, LaTip, Chamber of Commerce, etc., etc. I just wanted to go over some numbers, because I mentioned that they get $1,200 on leads, and honestly, I think he said he got 3 in all the time he's been using them. He's only had 3 or 4 jobs, maybe even 5 jobs. We'll give it a lot and say 5 jobs through this. Well, $1,200, I can do a lot. So anyways, BNI cost me is $600 a year. BNI is Business Network International. It's everywhere across the United States and then some. In my group, there's almost 40 people, and out of the 40 people, only one person can hold a painting seat, and that is mine. So another painter can't come in. Even if they comes in to visit, he can't speak because I own the seat. Meet weekly. So that costs about $600 a year to be a member. You go, ooh, $600. So figure this out. He paid $12 for leads that they're gone now and they're no good. $600 gets me my seat for the entire year. And then this one here says room dues. Room dues, we rent our room that we have, so we have hot coffee there also. That costs me $200 a year. I prepay it. If you don't prepay it, you pay it by the quarter, and it's slightly more money. And then etc. My etc. here is $200. $200 is a couple times a year I give a 10-minute presentation. When you give a presentation, you bring a gift for the room, and then also maybe some other things that I buy through BNI, maybe a dinner or something like that I go to. So my total outlay for an entire year is $1,000. In the last 2 months, I've gotten about $15,000 worth of business through BNI. Kind of black and white right there. So let's go over here. So anyways, online services. He's paying, that he told me today, between $30 and $70 a lead, depending on how big the lead is. Can you imagine an exterior? It's got to be $70, $80, $100 a lead. Also, this lead is going to 3 to 5 other painters. So you're not battling, you're not just presenting to a homeowner. You are presenting and trying to beat the homeowner generally in price in a situation like this. The homeowner isn't looking for value. You are nobody to them because they don't know you. You have no proven record for them. If they knew a painter, they would have called them. Instead, they went online and went to this lead generation thing. So $1,200 in the last month, 5 estimates yesterday. He had 3 leads this morning when he woke up. 2 estimates in the last week were no-show estimates, meaning he actually got to the appointment that he made and the people weren't home. He even told me he called them at noontime to let him know he would be there, and they said yes, and when he got to the house, none. And my story from way back when is I actually made an appointment for a homeowner. This is when that other service company I had, this is like 15 years ago. I learned my lesson. That's why I'm telling you, don't you do it. I got to the job to give him a price, and there was already a painter painting. Homeowner was very sorry, but it still cost me about $35 because I accepted that estimate. So anyways, work on all this. Network. Don't pay for reviews, but don't pay for leads. But get reviews on Google. Those are so strong, so strong. Also, charity events. That's where another place that we got our name out there. Give us gain. Get out, help someone out, paint something if you can. You have a day off. If you have a day off and no work, you can sit in front of the computer and play with these stupid leads that you guys are paying for. Or you can go out and call your local charity and ask them what they need painted for the day. What's going to return you more in the long run? If you can paint a room for a local charity, or you can sit here, I think this local charity, in my eyes, is going to refer you. They're going to put you in their company newsletter, and everybody who works there is going to talk about you. So anyways, I just want to get back to you. Don't pay for leads. I'm Ron Ramsden, I'm a DYB coach, also painting contractor here in Mass. If you want to get in touch with me, I'm Ron at dybcoach.com. That's Ron at dybcoach. Find me on Facebook, send me a message. We can chat on Facebook, we can chat via email, and if you'd like, we can even chat on the phone. More than happy to help you work on your business so you don't have to work in your business. Have a great day, and don't pay for leads.